Why not get into the present moment by taking in your environment? You begin to look at things in your immediate environment. Anywhere you are, there's always something, there's always an item that can take you into the present moment. If you're in a room, you can start by looking at the air condition, looking at the chairs. There might be a flower vase somewhere in the room, you look at that flower vase. There might be television. There might be a table. You begin to look at these things. And while you look at these things, you try to refrain from labeling them. You try to refrain from naming them. Because as you're looking at these things and observing them, the mind comes in to say something about what you are looking at. The mind comes in to label them. The mind comes in to comment on them. Okay, this is a flower, it is green. This is a tree, it is called this. This is a table, it is white. The mind always wants to add a commentary on everything that you are looking at or observing. You have to be present to look at things without naming them. When you look at things without naming them, when you see things for what they are or how they are, you begin to see the beauty of everything without adding any commentary to it. If you're on the road, you observe the cars as they are moving, cars running around as consciousness. You look at humans on the road, you look at trees. There's always nature all around you. You can use that to be in the present moment. You look up in the sky, you see and observe the vastness of the sky. And while you're looking at these things, refrain from naming them. You can be alone. You can enter the present moment by asking yourself, how do I know that I am alive at this moment? When you ask this question, you become still. You begin to feel a sensation in your hands, like a tingling. You begin to feel a sensation in your hands. That is an aliveness. You begin to know that you are actually alive. You can move your awareness down to your leg. You bring it down to your leg. You feel a sensation. You bring it down to your upper body. You bring it up to your upper body. You begin to realize that there is actually like a vibration in your body. You begin to know that you actually inhabit your physical body. The life that you are, the consciousness that you are, you begin to feel the aliveness that you are actually alive. You begin to notice that you inhabit this physical body, that you are alive. You begin to feel it's like a vibration from your head to your toes. You inhabit this physical body. You use that to enter the present moment. You can follow your breath. Manual breathing, you breathe in. You feel the air that you breathe in inside inside your abdomen. You feel like a movement. When you breathe in, it touches down, it goes down into your system. You feel like a vibration when it goes down into your system and you breathe out. You feel your heart beat. You actually feel that there is an intelligence that temporarily organizes the workings of your inner body. That there is an intelligence that temporarily organizes the workings of your inner body. That organizes the molecules and the atoms. That temporarily organize and the highly complex activities that is going on in your body. You are not doing it, but it is happening. You now begin to know that you don't end here. You don't end here. The essence of you does not end here. The spaciousness you are inside is the same spaciousness that is in the universe. You connect to the vastness, to the spaciousness of the universe. Some people see themselves as a separate entity. Oh, this is me. This is me here, and this is the rest of the universe. No. You are connected to the vastness of the universe. You begin to see that everybody that you see is an extension of, is a reflection of you. Everybody you see is consciousness temporarily disguising as different forms, but it's the same essence that is using this physical body, that is also using the physical body of billions of people on this earth. Now you feel sudden love for others because you now realize that this is also you, temporarily disguising as another physical body. Now when something happens or you look back, someone is doing something, that you don't really like, you don't react to it. You no longer let it get you irritated. You tell yourself, this is also me, arising in my awareness. This is also me. That doesn't mean that you cannot stop some things that you don't like. No, you can now stop it without allowing it get you irritated. You can now stop it, without allowing it get you angry. The way you react to things before changes. Because you see this other person that this is also me. You now see things from your awakened perspective. You are not a separate entity. The spaciousness that you are, that allow everything to be, is the same spaciousness that is in the universe. It's all you. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the whole ocean in a drop. So anywhere you are, you can use anything to get into the present moment. Because I always say the present moment is the only thing there is. When you are fully in the present moment, you don't have a space for mind activity. You cannot be in the present moment and be thinking at the same time. So you really have to observe this. You really have to know this. You observe your body. You observe the workings of your inner body. You are not realizing this with the mind. You are realizing this with the awareness that you are. There is no problem in the present moment. There is no suffering in the present moment. Suffering arises in the future or in the past. When you think about the past, you suffer from memory. When you think about the future, you suffer from imagination. But in the present moment, there is no suffering in the present moment. Because most of the suffering that human goes through, like I said in my last videos, are mind-made. The situation is fine as it is. Whatever that happened in the present moment is fine as it is. Suffering comes when your mind begins to comment, when your mind begins to tell you things about what happened. Whatever happened is fine as it is. So you begin to look at things and see the beauty of things. You begin to look at a tree and see the beauty of that tree without naming it. You refrain from mind commentary about whatever you are looking at. That is one of the ways to be in the present moment. Because that tree that you are looking at is also consciousness, is also life, temporarily disguising in another form. That dog, that cat that you are looking at is consciousness, is life, temporarily disguising in another form. Because we don't really know what anything is. We say a dog. Do we really know what it is? We name these things because of communication, language. We give them names, but we don't know what they are. All these things are from the same source of life, temporarily disguising and manifesting and having experience in different forms. Life is good in the present moment. Refrain from naming things when you look at them. Use whatever that is around you, whatsoever that is around you, to be in the present moment. Always be present. Always be present. Everything that you are looking at is consciousness. Everything in different forms. And that is why you really have to take your meditation serious. Because when you meditate, when you follow your breath, when you do breath work, it brings you into the present moment. It calms your mind. It calms your mind. It makes you know that you are actually inhabiting this physical body. You are the awareness, you are consciousness, you are life inhabiting this physical body. You don't end here. You don't end here. You are not a separate entity from the universe. You are connected to the universal consciousness. This physical body is a form that consciousness have taken to temporarily manifest in this realm, in this dimension, disguising as you. You are the awareness behind this physical body, witnessing everything. So when you look at things, you look at them from the standpoint of the awareness that you are, not with these physical eyes. You really, when you look at things, are you really looking at them, or you are looking at them to name them? You are looking at them to comment on them. This is why when you are in a new environment, it is very easy to be in the present moment, because you begin to see things that your mind cannot name. When you see things that your mind cannot name, it brings you into the present moment. Another thing that brings you into the present moment is activities. When you're swimming, when you're hiking, you're running. Let's say you are hiking. A sleep, just one sleep, just a minute or a second that your leg slips off, you might find yourself on the ground. So these things bring you into the present moment, but you don't have to wait for these things to be in the present moment. You can sit here right now and use anything that is around you. You can use your breath, you can use your heartbeat, you can use the vibration in your hands and in your leg and all over the body. You can look outside the window. Everything that you see is a form. You use them to be in the present moment. Always be in the present moment. Life only unfolds in the present moment. Be present. Be aware.